What's up, bro?
What up?
I got a question, bro. How do men how do they juggle like 4 or 5 women like at a time? Like how do they do it?
They're poor.
No, I'm serious. Like because people always say having one is like
I'm
having none.
serious. I'm serious. They're poor.
Mm.
Yeah, when men start to really get out here and get to it, you don't have time to be juggling 4 or 5 women at a time. Most dudes with that got shit going on, they can maybe do 2, 3 at the most. 2 is usually what a lot of times will be happening. Most dudes ain't got time to be talking to 4 different women at a time. I used to do that when I was in college because I was a poor college student playing football and just dealing with women on campus and other schools. But when I got
Yeah.
grown and started to pay real bills and shit, nigga, like even now, bro, I can barely talk to 2, 3 women at a time. I just can't. I don't have the time because I be working too much. I'm trying to get out here and get it, and women are too needy. So eventually, if you're talking to 4 and you got some shit going on, bro, women are way too needy for them to even stick around past a week if you're not really talking to them like that. So them niggas
Yeah,
is poor.
like the reason it's like for me it's like I don't choose like I want to have like a roster. It's just like sometimes one will be on BS, and it's like at the end of the day, a man just wants to find somebody that's gonna give him consistency, that's gonna vibe with him and not give him 50-50 energy. So it's like talking to like 3 or 4 girls, it allows you to kind of just kind of see like where your options at, and then from there you'll narrow it down. But it's just like sometimes you may make the poor decision.
How old are you,
While
bro?
the other one,
How old are you, bro? Not how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, I thought you was like a lot younger than that.
Yeah, I'm a young soul, so I ain't mad at it. But
I've never heard that ever in my life. I'm a young soul. It's crazy.
but nah, for real though, it's like I don't know, man. Women be on bullshit. Like
No, they don't.
no, they really do. I'm
Let me
telling
explain
you,
something
you
to you.
can
Let me
do
explain something to you.
everything.
Let me explain something to you. They
Okay,
be on bullshit for men that they don't like.
they
Women do
don't
the
like.
same thing when they come up on my live. Men always be playing. Men don't never want to be romantic. Men are romantic. They're just not romantic to you because you're not worthy enough for them to be romantic too. Same logic applies to you, bro. Women ain't playing. They're just playing with you because they don't like you.
Okay, so does this make sense to you? You approach a girl, you chop it up with her. She gives you her number freely. You texting her, she's texting back. You know that you're not saying the wrong things; it's the right things. All of a
You
sudden,
don't know that though. That's the
she just
problem.
blanks.
But
What's the point of that?
that's the problem though. You probably are saying the wrong things. You probably look the wrong way. You probably act the wrong way. I think that's the problem with a lot of men. You assume that you're the catch. You assume because that woman gave you her number that she wanted to talk to you. Some women give their number just because they don't want to deal with you begging them all day. Some women give their number because they may think you're okay, but then they don't like you over time. So
You don't
you're
like you
making
over
an
time?
assumption.
Okay,
So by
okay.
your logic, let me ask you this question. If you were Chris Brown and you went up to that same woman, do you think that she would flake on you?
If I was Chris Brown and I went to that same woman, no, she wouldn't.
Right. So by that logic, then that means that you agree that it's not the woman, it's you who she just doesn't like that.
Mm.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's like if you say I have a boyfriend or I'm not interested, the right approach should to be to walk away. It's like nobody is forcing you to give out the number. I'd rather have you say no, and then instead of leading me
Yeah,
on
but CJ, you
just to
gotta
ghost,
CJ, you
like
gotta
that's
listen to
makes
me.
no
You
sense.
gotta understand, bro. You gotta understand. You gotta understand. It's easy for you to say that as a man, but you gotta understand how many times women get hit on all day.
Uh,
So sometimes it's easier just to get the number and then get the fuck out of my face. Because some dudes is no. What you mean no? A lot of women don't want to deal with that. So sometimes it's easier just to give the number. It's easy for us to say that as men because we're not usually the ones that's getting hit on all day. It's usually the other way around. You understand what I'm saying?
right.
So you gotta understand their perspective too. And again,
Okay.
maybe she did think you was attractive or whatever it is, but then
Mm-hmm.
she just wasn't interested. Nobody's obligated to continue to talk to you. Nobody owes you like consistent, communication up front. Nobody owes you that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one little story before I hop off. It's just I just want you to understand your thought process on this part. So I met this woman, like, I'm doing my grocery shopping, and this lady stood out to me. I approached her, was chopping it up. Long story short, she was telling me if I didn't approach or say anything, she would have not came up to me. I'm like, damn, so you women can see a guy that you like and not approach them? Like, what's the problem with that? I'm not.
Most women do that.
Most women don't approach, or they do
Most
approach.
women don't approach men.
So if a girl finds you very attractive, if you don't get her attention, she's just gonna let that go. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, most women don't approach men. I think
Wow.
actually, I think women should approach men a little more. I actually think they should a little more, but most women don't approach men. No.
That's interesting. Sometimes men don't see that girl. Like, he's just probably on his space.
You're right. I agree.
Women might be like, oh, well, if he didn't notice me, that's on him. Maybe we're not gonna notice you all the time. Why don't you approach and say something and go for what you like?
I agree, but we could talk about woulda, coulda, shoulda all day. What is most of them won't. So that is what it is. Literally, that is what it is.
Okay, so long story short, we went on like 2 days. It's been good vibes. Everything was smooth. And then one day she was asking me, oh, do I have an Instagram? And mind you, I'm not big on social media, so I didn't care about Instagram. I was like, no, I don't have an Instagram. She was thinking I didn't want to give her my Instagram because she thought maybe I had a girlfriend. And that wasn't the case. And then all of a sudden...
do you have an Instagram?
I do.
So why didn't you give an Instagram?
Because I'm not active on it. Like, there's no point of her seeing it.
So what? You don't think that could become suspicious? If I was talking to a woman and I told her I wanted her Instagram and she said she didn't have one, and come to find out she did, I would think she was trying to hide something. That would be suspicious to me. I probably wouldn't even want to talk to her no more. Especially if we just start talking. It's like, nah, you that shit weird. I don't care if you're not on it like that.
Do you think girls care if a man's heavy on social media or not? What do you think?
I think women,
like if a guy tells a girl, I don't be on Instagram, I don't post, do you think it's a red flag for them or it's a green flag?
I think status does matter to women, but I think status can get overridden by looks and charm and intelligence and other things, height, things like that. So if a woman comes across a dude that's very attractive and he only got 300 followers on Instagram, that will override the lack of status. But the thing on the other side is status overrides looks more than looks override status, because a man's status is more important to look. A man's status is more important to women than his looks. So both of those things, I think, to an extent, have to exist. So if you the thing is, you got to understand how the modern woman is. If you're an average looking man, so if you're a 5 and you have no status whatsoever, most women probably don't want to talk to you. But if you're an average looking dude and you got average status, you probably have a little bit more chance. If you're an average looking dude and you got high status, you have an even better chance. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of understand where I'm going with it.
If I don't have like 1,000 followers with 200 likes, like, she gonna think less of me.
She'll think less of you if she hasn't already gotten to know you. So this is why, like, for guys like yourself, if you don't have a social media presence, your upfront game has to be on the money. Like, you have to know how to talk to women.
Yeah, and it is, but it's like,
no, it's not. If it's not working, no, it's not. If it's not working, then it's not a.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't work. It does work for half of the girls, but there'll be some girls that were like, damn, you don't have a social, you're not active. Why is that?
So for those situations, that means it's not working. So if you had enough upfront charm or enough upfront game, it would work. But your upfront game isn't good, so it's not working.
So the social media is allowing her to see, okay, how is he? How does he dress? Does he get this kind of likes? Yada yada yada.
Yeah, unfortunately, we live in a society like that where social media is very much a part of it. But I think it should be a part of it, honestly, because social media is another vetting option that's given. If I'm talking to a woman, I need to see her social media because I need to see who I'm talking to. I need to see how you present yourself outside of me getting your number at the store. Because if I meet a wholesome woman that I think is wholesome and at Giant Eagle or something, or at Walmart or whatever, or Target or Whole Foods, whatever, and I go and you give me an Instagram, you on Instagram twerking your ass, I'm cool. So now I know who you are. So I think social media does matter to an extent.
Wow, that's interesting. I knew it, but I didn't know that it really matters to that extent. Like,
yeah, it's a part of the vetting process, in my opinion.
Dang. Yeah. I mean, some girls say they don't care. Some girls say it's a green flag. I don't know.
It's the green flag for men that they're attracted to.
They're attracted to, okay.
Because if he's attractive and he don't have a big social media presence, that means less women around him.
Okay, so the best thing to do is just have a solid social media and just
The best thing to do is to no. The best thing to do is to become a better man, so you don't have to rely on the internet to get you a woman. That's the best thing to do.
got you, got you. Maximize the other areas.
Yeah, social media is irrelevant.
Okay,
To an extent, it's irrelevant.
okay, I appreciate that. Okay, and then one more question.
Damn, nigga, go ahead.
Are you a one relationship kind of guy, or is like what is your platform about?
That's two totally separate questions. Am I a one relationship kind of guy, and what is my
No,
platform
like,
about?
are you somebody that do you currently have a wife or a girlfriend?
I'm married and I beat my wife and cheat on her.
You married and you beat your wife?
And I cheat on her.
Mm.
Yep. Anything else?
Nah, I'm just playing with you. Oh no, I appreciate the advice. Yeah, I just want to know. Modern day dating is kind of weird to be honest, but
Okay.
appreciate the advice though.
All right, for sure. Appreciate you, CJ.